Beneath the dense canopy of the ancient jungles in the heart of Congo, there are mysteries that have terrified scientists and explorers alike. In the middle of this uncharted territory, without safety nets or shields, people all around the world have seen terrifying discoveries that are beyond belief. Congo has changed with time, from strange animals that hide in the shadows to strange occurrences that defy scientific explanations, leaving a terrifying scare in its wake. Get ready as we explore 15 of the world's most terrifying revelations from Congo. Number 15, the unknown realm of the Congo's giant spiders. A fascinating secret that melds mythology and truth is buried deep within the impenetrable heart of the Congo bush. It's a location where wonders and myths mix, the known and the unknown, coming together. Stories of enormous arachnids have chilled those who have the courage to listen in this mysterious land of thick forest and strange animal cries. These incredible beings are called jabafofi, enormous spiders that defy what we typically know about arachnids. Stories of spine-tingling encounters with enormous dinner-plate-sized spiders that sprowl across the forest floor are shared by brave explorers and local tribes. These enormous spiders are rumored to spin enormous webs, some of which reach several feet in diameter, between tall trees. Narratives describe webs so strong that they can effectively trap little creatures in the natural snare. Even more frightening are stories of foolish people falling into these silky nets, only to become immobilized and struggle against the web's strong hold. Legends from the area describe the jabafofi's deadly venomous bite, which guarantees its victim a terrible death. The poor victims are supposedly eaten by the spider in the safety of its secret cave, which is tucked away deep in the dense underbrush of the jungle. Some daring researchers are nevertheless fascinated by the intriguing idea that a hitherto undiscovered spider species lives deep within the Congo, despite the dangers and mysteries that encircle them. Comprehensive scientific surveys of the region have not been possible due to the jungle's immensity and inaccessibility. Thus, it's still possible that these enormous Congo spiders don't actually exist. Number 14. In Pursuit of the Mightiest Gorilla, a chronicle of exploration. In the heart of the Congo, an enduring and mysterious allure continues to captivate explorers with the promise of unraveling the hidden puzzles of nature. An adventurous traveler recently set out on a risky mission motivated by the desire to find the largest gorillas ever documented. It is impossible to exaggerate the importance of this mission given the region's many tremendous obstacles, not the least of which being the impending arrival of rebel armies, whose evil operations are best carried out at night. Despite the threats all around them, the crew persevered and followed the tight regulations put in place by armed guards during the dangerous curfews. They persisted, cutting through thick undergrowth, scaling mountains, and going far into the bush. Their bravery was put to the test not only by the insurgents' threats, but also by the constant threat of vicious poachers. Thankfully, they were traveling with two experienced rangers who knew the dangerous area well. Their unwavering persistence paid off when they eventually encountered the gorgeous gorilla known as Beginning. These specialists guided them to subtle clues of gorilla presence. Understanding the inherent danger in such a close meeting is essential. One mistake on the part of Beginning, who thought the explorers were a danger to his female children, could have had disastrous consequences. Gorillas are incredibly strong animals that can easily defeat any human. This incredible experience confirms the Congo's reputation as a place of amazing wonders, where brave individuals are still drawn to the mysterious mysteries of nature. The wildness of the Congo continues to be a monument to the wild beauty and unsolved mysteries that exist in our world. Number 13. Resurrected Giants. In Pursuit of the McKillian Bimbe. Our captivating adventure is about to reach its exhilarating conclusion when we go out on a risky mission deep within the Congo. Here, we're looking for a living dinosaur, a creature that resists extinction itself. Though popular belief is that dinosaurs perished in a catastrophic asteroid strike, enduring myths speak of cryptids like the famous Loch Ness Monster and Canada's mysterious Ogopogo. we come upon the fabled McKillian Bimbe in the Congo, a creature that is both adored by the people there and a source of intrigue for adventurers everywhere. The name itself, which means the one who stops the flow of rivers, says it all. The McKillian Bimbe has been described in a variety of ways. According to some, it is a large, grayish-brown monster that resembles an elephant. To add to its mystery, it has a single big tooth and an incredibly long neck. Its powerful tail, which makes it look like an alligator, adds to the top. The most amazing thing about it is that it only eats plants, just like extinct plesiosaurs did. This raises an interesting query. Given the presence of Nessie and Ogopogo, is it possible that the McKillian Bimbe is a distant relative of these extinct animals? In search of answers, daring explorers are being drawn into the unknown depths of the Congo. We are left feeling both incredibly uneasy and awestruck as we get to the end of this mystery voyage. The world might be both horrified and amazed by the bizarre discoveries we have made. The McKillian Bimbe challenges our perception of the past and pushes the bounds of what is possible, serving as a monument to the secrets that continue to exist in unexplored areas. The promise of discovering discoveries that could completely alter our understanding of the natural world keeps drawing people to the depths of the Congo. Number 12. The electrifying mystery of Mano Congo. Unveiling electric stones. A viral video has caused a worldwide obsession with the recent discovery of electrically charged stones in Mano Congo to spread like wildfire. Locals discovered these enigmatic stones in this incredible video, and they have an amazing quality. When they were rubbed together, they released sparks that resembled the brilliance of welding machines combining metal. These stones seem to have a power beyond understanding because of their glossy surfaces and black, almost obsidian-like look. Numerous thoughts and speculations emerged in response to the film as it circulated online. Imaginations of futuristic potential were sparked by some eager minds, drawing comparisons to vibranium, a fictional metal well known from the Black Panther comic books and films. Some even ventured to speculate that these stones might contain a mineral or element that science had not yet identified, raising the possibility of groundbreaking discoveries. In one really interesting movie, a little stone was wired to a light bulb so that it would shine. It was reported that just 1 gram of these stones could run a light bulb for an incredible 72 hours. The video that showed 2 larger stones successfully welding a tool together reached the height of amazement and questioned our comprehension of the basic laws of energy. On the other hand, detractors have become more vocal, characterizing these videos as sophisticated scams. Experts claim that stones are incapable of having electrical energy by nature. They challenge the veracity of the thrilling phenomena by proposing alternate theories that raise questions about the existence of outside power sources or clever editing tricks. Herein is the dilemma. Why would experts be reluctant to deny these movies if they were, in fact, a sophisticated hoax? Is there more to these enigmatic stones than first meets the eye? The world waits anxiously for the electrifying riddle of Mano Congo to unravel, allowing us to choose between placing our faith in the extraordinary's appeal or the doubter's refutation. Number 11. Gotti's Quest. Unveiling the Abyss of Congo. Among the daring adventurers of the early 1900s who delved far into the mysterious interior of the Congo, one name sticks out: Atello Gotti. Gotti was an Italian whose life took an interesting and unexpected turn. Driven by the search for a treatment, Gotti, a World War I veteran who had struggled with tuberculosis, ended up in Egypt. He had no idea that this trip would be the beginning of a lifelong obsession with Africa. Over time, Gotti's curiosity developed into an obsession, and an unwavering resolve to travel the whole African continent. His documentaries skillfully bridged the gap between 2 civilizations that often seemed worlds apart by showcasing the compelling spirit of Africa. They gained tremendous appeal in the West. In an absolutely incredible turn of events, Gotti even found himself the focus of a documentary whereby he gladly shared his vast archive of photos and information from his many travels. But among the mosaic of his incredible experiences, one puzzling mystery appeared to torment Gotti more than all others: the legendary Ka, the Cave of Agonizing Death. Enticed by an unquenchable curiosity, Gotti set out on a risky adventure in 1928 to investigate this eerie cave, buried in the unexplored territory of Mumbai, which covered an astounding 30,000 square kilometers. Because of the very nature of these kinds of trips, explorers frequently disappear without a trace, but Gotti persevered and found the rumored cave. He used ropes and sheer willpower to plunge into its Stygian depths. What he found inside those dark chambers was nothing short of a nightmare scene. Skeletons strewn around, human skulls mixed in with snakes and spiders, all against an unsettling background of quiet. The veracity of this terrifying mythology is still unknown. Gotti is said to have never returned to its evil depths. With its eerie reputation, the cave serves as a terrifying reminder of the wild mysteries that are still hidden deep within the African continent. Number 10. Bill Forrest's puzzling primate enigma: the quest for the missing link. The scientific community is enthused by a recent discovery, especially at Bill Forrest, the birthplace of Charles Darwin's revolutionary theories of evolution. Humanity has been searching for the mysterious missing link, the missing piece of the puzzle that would allow us to be related to our monkey cousins, for decades. Even though it's generally acknowledged that monkeys and humans have a similar ancestor, scientists have been baffled by the seemingly impassable distance that divides us for generations. There have been a lot of rumors floating around, with some suggesting that Bigfoot or the Yeti could exist to fill this gap. However, a closely kept secret that may hold the key to our evolutionary past has surfaced from deep within the lush jungles of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Legends from the area, as well as multiple trips, have shown the existence of a highly developed chimpanzee society in these isolated forests. 94 to 95% of human DNA already resides in chimpanzees, our closest primate relatives. However, the Congo's billy apes surpass all expectations. They are renowned for their unrelenting assaults on rivals who trespass into their domain. They are quite vicious. Being bigger and more hostile than their relatives, they are believed to be strong enough to defeat even the lions, the lords of the forest. Researchers are left in amazement and confusion when smaller critters are simply ripped limb from limb and consumed raw. This startling finding raises an intriguing query. Are these billy, apes, gorillas, chimpanzees, or maybe something in between? Similarities between the skulls found in the area and those of both species have fueled conjecture and supported the missing link theory. With its unmatched fierceness and enigmatic genetic composition, may the billy ape prove to be the long-awaited link between modern humans and our primate ancestors? The Bill Forrest rainforests may contain the secret to solving one of the biggest mysteries of our existence, which has the scientific community excited and curious. Number 9. The enigmatic sounds of Congo. For many years, scientists and villagers have been puzzled by an intriguing and baffling sonic phenomenon that occurs deep within the Congo bush. Unsettling and unearthly noises that ricochet throughout the area without any obvious source are the hallmark of this enigmatic phenomenon. The noises evoke a sensation of dread and apprehension in anyone who hears them, ranging from deep rumbling murmurs to piercing high-pitched wails. Several theories have been proposed in an effort to identify the origin of these unexplained sounds. Some speculate that these unusual noises could be caused by shifting tectonic plates or subterranean movements, blaming geological processes as the possible cause. Others conjecture about anomalies in the atmosphere, or perhaps secret military trials carried out nearby. Another fascinating theory suggests that these sounds could be the calls of animals that are still unknown or unidentified and are hiding deep within the Congo's unforgiving environment. The mystery is made even more complex by the thick undergrowth and wide-ranging bush that hinder any attempts to identify their source. Furthermore, some people accept paranormal theories that imply the presence of spirits or otherworldly beings, yet the scientific community still finds these theories to be controversial. The precise cause of this strange auditory phenomenon is still unknown to us, despite much research. It is a fascinating mystery that intrigues scientists and daring explorers alike. As we continue to explore the mysteries hidden in the Congo's unexplored regions, we might eventually figure out the answer to this audio riddle, illuminating yet another fascinating aspect of this enigmatic and alluring jungle. Number 8. Congo and its deadly diseases. In recent years, the Democratic Republic of the Congo has found itself at the epicenter of a relentless onslaught of deadly diseases. Measles, polio, malaria, Ebola, and the unrelenting grip of the coronavirus pandemic have mercilessly pounded this Central African nation. The consequences of this medical maelstrom are staggering. Picture a nation already burdened by a crumbling and overwhelmed healthcare system, gasping for breath even before the pandemic struck. Now, add to this dire situation the simultaneous convergence of multiple diseases, crashing down like a ton of bricks upon the already fragile healthcare structure. This nightmarish scenario has pushed the country's healthcare system to the very brink of collapse. The United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, the United Nations Child Welfare Arm, raised an urgent alarm, declaring that the country's healthcare system was teetering on life support. The reasons are stark: a critical lack of essential medical supplies, equipment, and funding. In this bleak landscape, it is the most vulnerable who bear the heaviest burden. And tragically, it is the nation's children who find themselves at the mercy of these merciless killer diseases, facing an uphill battle for survival. UNICEF's greatest concern was how the coronavirus, a formidable foe in its own right, might further ravage a nation already teetering on the brink. Despite the odds stacked against them, there is a glimmer of hope. The people of the Democratic Republic of the Congo have displayed remarkable resilience. As the rest of the world watched with bated breath, wondering how this nation would fare against the pandemic, the Congolese people managed to confront it head-on. In the face of adversity, they found the strength to persevere. The story of the Democratic Republic of the Congo serves as a stark reminder of the extraordinary human spirit, resilience, and determination to overcome even the most daunting of challenges. Number 7. Enormous creepy crawlers of the Congo. Among the many amazing animals that call this fascinating and alluring nation home, the Goliath beetle stands out as an incredible example. With a length of more than 10 centimeters and a startling weight of up to 100 grams, it is one of the biggest insects on the globe. This beetle's sheer beauty definitely draws attention, raising concerns about the possible effects of its bite, as well as how someone might hold such a creature in the palm of their hand. We can't help but share your apparent discomfort, though. Looking at the larvae of these amazing insects presents a vision that definitely makes one's spine tingle. That's not all, though. Look at this, the millipede, another fascinating arthropod. It's crucial to remember that millipedes were some of the earliest animals to go from aquatic to terrestrial environments. Do not be alarmed by their menacing appearance. Unlike their poisonous counterparts, centipedes, millipedes are completely harmless. Remember that the largest praying mantis in the world resides in Congo? Why do these insects in Congo grow to such enormous sizes? Is it the weather, the water, or something in the air itself that they are breathing? It's possible that the riddles pertaining to this occurrence will never entirely be solved. Still, it surely adds to the myths about gigantic animals and dinosaurs that have captivated our shared imagination. Even while we might never know the whole story, there is no denying the appeal and attraction of these unusual animals. Number 6. Unveiling the mystery of the Maha Amba, the legendary water beast. When we explore the world of dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals, powerful crocodile serves as a living reminder of their existence. There is no denying that it resembles a carnivorous dinosaur. But what if there were crocodiles that were even bigger and faster? Let us present you to the Maha Amba, a mythical animal that is reputed to grow to a startling 50 feet in length and be able to swallow whole canoes in one go. Urban tales from the Congo claim that the Maha Amba waits patiently for large animals or boats to pass by, hiding beneath the water's surface. It strikes quickly and viciously when the chance presents itself, much like the terrifying Mosasaurus from the world of Jurassic Park. There has been conjecture among cryptid enthusiasts that the Maha Amba could be a freshwater relative of the long-extinct dinosaurs. Some claim it resembles the Sarcosuchus, a massive progenitor of modern crocodiles that lived more than 100 million years ago on Earth. Like their contemporary counterparts, it is thought that the Maha Amba ambush unwary animals that come to the river to drink by surprising them with surprise attacks from the shallows. Unfortunately, very little is known about the Maha Amba, with the latest recorded stories being from the early 1900s. Even so, local communities in the Congo still know which river locations to avoid, even in the lack of recent Western sightings. This implies that people might still be aware of the terrifying depths found in Congo's rivers. Number 5. Congo's cobalt mines, the paradox beneath the surface. A wealth of unimaginable mineral resources is concealed beneath the Democratic Republic of the Congo's verdant woods and untamed landscape. Our contemporary world is powered by brilliant riches like cobalt, coal, tantalum, copper, tin, and gold. These materials are essential to the operation of our laptops, tablets, and mobile phones. Cobalt in particular is the unsung hero that powers our rechargeable batteries. But all the ease modern devices provide, beneath their beautiful designs and svelte screens, lies a sinister truth. This conundrum falls primarily on the Democratic Republic of the Congo, a country that produces an astounding 72% of the world's cobalt. The process of removing these minerals echoes the horrors of contemporary slavery by painting an image of inhumanity. Regulations and safety standards are routinely disregarded in the operations of many mines. It is astounding to learn that even innocent children involved in this dangerous endeavor suffer unfathomable risks. A miner's weekly earnings of up to $200 may seem like a lifeline in a country where most people make do with less than $2 per day, but they come at a terrible cost. Their health has suffered greatly as a result of chronic illnesses brought on by exposure to dangerous substances. Tens of thousands of young people are forced into this dangerous trade, having had their innocence taken and having to replace it with the burden of hard work. However, there is a glimmer of light in the middle of this gloom. The suffering that the people of Congo are going through is becoming more widely known, and more voices are speaking up and calling for justice and reform. To make sure that the riches beneath the Congo's soil deliver wealth rather than pain, efforts are being made to address these inequities. A striking reminder of the intricate network that links our contemporary lives to far-off regions is provided by the mineral wealth of the Congo, which is both a marvel and a curse. It's time to accept the consequences of our technological progress and work toward a more moral and sustainable future. Number 4. Unveiling the secrets of Stonehenge, a journey through time. A name that has endured through the ages, Stonehenge is a mysterious wonder of human history. This well-known Neolithic structure, which is thought to have been built approximately 5,000 years ago, is peacefully situated in Wiltshire, United Kingdom. It is a World Heritage Site that has both fascinated and perplexed visitors. Imagine massive stones that are 13 feet tall, 7 feet wide, and weigh an incredible 25 tons each. Curiously, there have been growing whispers that these stones may have come from the Congo, according to fossil evidence, and were then unexplainably transferred to their current site. Standing boldly on Salisbury Plain, these monolithic sentinels constitute the outside circle, but that's just the start. There is a smaller inner ring made of tiny stones inside this larger circle. Here, a horizontal lintel unites two imposing vertical stones in an embrace. But it's not just the majesty that captures the imagination. An astronomical wonder, Stonehenge is positioned to coincide with the sun's rising on the summer solstice, the shortest day of the year. This accuracy, attained using antiquated instruments, still confounds contemporary scholars. However, the more well-known legend of Stonehenge's construction has been handed down through the ages. The earth barrier and ditch encircling the rocks, its sentinel guards, date back to 3100 BC. The rocks themselves are as old as time itself, having been set there between 2400 and 2200 BC. It is thought that the stones arrived soon after, leaving their mark on history. How were these massive stones hoisted, positioned, and transported using ancient technology? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Its precise function is still unknown, like a puzzle with some missing pieces. Even though it was probably used as a cemetery as early as 3000 BC, its significance has been recognized for millennia by several societies. Number 3. The Golden Mountain, a glimpse into Congo's wealth and destiny. A recent video showing villagers in the heart of the Congo uncovering what looks to be a gold-only mountain has gone viral online. People all throughout the world are stunned and perplexed by this astounding discovery. Thousands of residents came to the location with shovels and even their bare hands in their passionate attempt to harvest this valuable metal. This scene was documented in the video that has since gone viral. More than merely breathtaking, these scenes highlight the indisputable abundance of natural riches found in Congo, reinforcing its position as one of the world's most resource-rich countries. But in a bewildering paradox, this prosperous country continues to rank among the poorest in the world. The advantages of these plentiful resources frequently appear to escape the reach of common people and instead go straight into the bank accounts of large enterprises. The country's poverty cycle is sustained by this glaring inequity. Following the discovery of the Golden Mountain, officials quickly sent police forces to quell the gold rush. Regaining the gold that the peasants had accumulated was their goal. The region's mining operations have been temporarily suspended, and they won't start up again until the locals are able to follow the set guidelines. There are serious worries over the viability and safety of these mining operations given the abrupt rush to the location. Although the immediate implications of this discovery have received a lot of attention, some have speculated on its possible relevance. Ancient prophecies suggest that the discovery of a gold-laden mountain and the ensuing wars could have far-reaching consequences. Some speculate that it could be a sign of a great event that will mark the end of time. Ultimately, only time will tell the full significance of this amazing finding and all of its implications for the future. Number 2. The Legacy of Zing, where nature and legend converge. Zing, the forgotten city of Africa, is a historical treasure tucked away in the enigmatic Virunga region of Central Africa. Its history is lost in the mists of time. Yet once at a time, this mysterious location radiated wealth because of the brilliant diamonds buried beneath the surface of the earth. According to legend, these priceless gems were discovered by the sage King Solomon of Ancient, who realized they might be used to protect his treasure. In an attempt to safeguard the wealth from his mines, he founded a community that would eventually become the birthplace of an engrossing story. Inside Zing's defensive walls, a remarkable project was underway. The citizens of the city started a novel enterprise, the breeding of animals that serve as guardians. The indigenous gorillas of the Virunga region were one of these animals that was essential. These amazing creatures joined a hybrid breed that was neither fully chimpanzee, human, nor gorilla. They assumed the position of guardians, fervently committed to protecting their house. The remarkable quality of these hybrid animals was their unshakable dedication to safeguarding Zing and their amazing intelligence. They were chimpanzee and human hybrids, and their unique qualities served as a tribute to nature's amazing capacity to create such amazing creatures. These hybrids developed into the ideal city guards, steadfastly protecting Zing. Time was flowing like a river when Zing's luck took a sudden turn. Only echoes and murmurs of the once vibrant city's illustrious past remain after its human occupants mysteriously left. The location of the city became whispered about across the Virunga region, a well-kept secret. It was dubbed the Lost City of Zing. Number 1. The Astonishing Tale of the Giant Snake, where legend meets reality. Tales of the unusual in the world of stories and myths frequently test the limits of believing. But today, we're going to go out on a voyage that might dispel your assumptions and test your skepticism. The events of our novel take place in 1959 in the Belgian Congo, a region rich in mystery and enchantment. Picture this: a chopper carrying a secret that will go down in history, delicately soaring above the vastness of Katanga province. Remy van Liard, a Belgian pilot with a decorated combat record from World War II, is on board this aircraft. Van Liard and his companions experience an incredible sight that defies logic as the helicopter chops through the African sky. A massive snake lies spread out on the ground in front of them. To get a sense of the magnitude of this encounter, consider that the longest snake ever officially measured was a reticulated python, which measured a relatively manageable 20.5 feet in length. But Van Liard calculated this monstrous object to be an astounding 50 feet tall. However, this story goes beyond approximations. It explores the domain of eyewitness testimony. With their hearts racing, the passengers in that chopper circled around this bizarre creature that was engaging in a terrifying ballet. The serpent unexpectedly reared itself 3 meters into the air in a heart-stopping moment. Van Liard took a picture during this time of shock and terror, a physical record of the almost unimaginable. The veracity of the storyteller's testimony is what elevates it above the plane of pure myth and grounds it firmly in the domain of possibility. Remy Van Liard was more than simply a witness. He was a brilliant colonel who had made heroic contributions to both the British Royal Air Force and the Belgian Army during World War II. His comments were unquestionable because of his impeccable honor. Furthermore, the accounts of his fellow passengers in the helicopter confirmed everything he had said, giving credibility to a story that could have been written off as pure fiction. And then there's the picture, a solitary image that has captivated the interest of both believers and doubters. There are several theories regarding the identity of this enigmatic serpent. Some say it was just a really big python, but others are bold enough to speculate that it might have been a titanoboa, an ancient behemoth that is rumored to stalk the forests of South America. Which of these discoveries did you find most intriguing? We welcome your opinions in the comments below.